Welcome back to HKIBC News. As we prepare to ring in the new year, Omicron is wreaking havoc across the world. Daily cases in the United States reached a record high, while patients are also on the rise in Europe. Even New Zealand is bracing for a community Omicron outbreak. People around the world headed into 2021 hoping to bid farewell to the COVID pandemic. But with the year about to end, the Omicron variant is barreling through Europe like wildfire. Record daily caseloads were tallied from Portugal to Greece, while Britain added almost 139,000 patients in the past 24 hours. Even faraway New Zealand couldn't keep Omicron out of its door after an incoming passenger from Britain tested positive for the contagious variant. The situation is much worse in neighboring Australia, where an Omicron explosion threatened to derail its reopening. New cases in New South Wales skyrocketed to 11,200, while neighboring Victoria reported 3,700 additional patients.
As Omicron continues to go forward, we will see further pressures, but states and territories are working very closely on their plans to deal with those challenges.
The United States saw its single-day infection soar to an all-time high of 512,000 amid widespread shortages of testing kits. California became the first of 50 states to reach 5 million cases, while New York was again struggling with record uptakes after initially containing the virus. President Joe Biden, who ran for office on the promise of crushing COVID, urged Americans to stay vigilant but not to panic. His message was echoed by scientists who suggest that Omicron is less severe or deadly compared to other variants a year ago. But the World Health Organization warned that a highly transmissible strain could inundate healthcare systems. As the world endured another year of sickness and solitude, the United Nations appealed for solidarity.
The world welcomes 2022 with our hopes for the future being tested. By deepening poverty and worsening inequality, by an unequal distribution of COVID vaccines. Together, let's make recovery our resolution for 2022, for people, planet, and prosperity.
Since the virus was first reported in late 2019 in mainland China, it has infected 282 million people around the world and took the lives of over 5.4 million. The United States recorded the highest caseload of 54 million, followed by India, Brazil, and Britain. Over half of the global population has now been vaccinated, but developing nations are falling way behind. Only 14% of Africans have received at least one jab, while Israelis are being offered a fourth dose. Domestic COVID cases on the mainland have fallen slightly, with 152 recorded yesterday. All but one case were found in Xi'an, where 13 million residents have now been locked down for 1 week. The central Chinese city has racked up almost 1,000 Delta transmissions in the past 3 weeks. The National Health Commission vowed to stamp out sporadic outbreaks, while people's basic needs will be taken care of. This came as some residents complained of high grocery prices and disruptions caused by antivirus rules. Russia's Supreme Court has ordered human rights group Memorial International to wind down. The body has documented some of the darkest chapters in the country's history, including persecutions under the Soviet regime of Joseph Stalin.
It is a very important organization. It is a central organization for the Russian civil society that effectively preserves that memory, and effectively, this memory acts as a warning against, further human rights violations. This will have far-reaching consequences for the Russian civil society, because it is a clear signal that further repressions will go on.
It is telling to us that Russia is moving from the authoritarian Putin system to some kind of postmodern totalitarian system in Russia, which would be kind of a linkage with the Soviet regime and even partly to the Stalin regime. So it's a very dangerous development.
Memorial International has maintained a database of people thrown into gulags, Russia's notorious forced labor camps. Prosecutors accused the group of trying to smear the Soviet Union as a terrorist state. Memorial denied the accusations and is seeking legal ways to continue its work. Critics describe the move as another attempt by the Kremlin to tweak the narrative of Russia's past. Hong Kong's home prices have slipped to a 7-month low. Latest government data revealed that flat prices in November fell 1.2% month-on-month, following a drop of 0.5 percentage point in October. But the world's most unaffordable housing market still went up by 3.1% for the first 11 months of the year. After reaching a record high in September, there are signs that the market is cooling down. Apart from a looming interest rate hike, the chief executive's pledge in her policy address to ramp up supply also tamed prices. Now let's take a look at the markets. The Hang Seng Index closed down 194 points. Top 10 active stocks: Tencent down $5.60, Meituan down $7.40, and JD.com down $5.60. Xiaomi down 22 cents, Kuaishou Technology down $4, and CM Bank down $1.75. Forex trading against Hong Kong dollar. Euro is trading at 8.80, British pound at 10.47, Canadian dollar at 6.07, and Australian dollar at 5.63. Over to the UK market, FTSE 100 is up 60 points. On to the weather now. Tomorrow morning will be cool while fine and dry during the day. Temperatures range between 15 and 20 degrees. Friday and Saturday will be mainly fine with cloudy periods. Now let's take a look at the weather around the world. That's our main news for this Wednesday night. We'll be back at 11 with more updates. I'm Sarah Wong. Thanks for joining us and take care.